I'm this bad. Boy stunned like my dad called me Scrooge McDuck, cause I'm swimming in the cash. Old school Chevy on them sixes, took a bath. Swagger overboard, you can see it go splash. I'm the man, that's how we do it in the land. 08 money and some new rubber bands.
I would like to know, what was your introduction to vinyl?
Wow, my introduction to vinyl.
Father, mother, DJ, old
Man,
school,
listen,
Fisher Price.
this is how it happened for me. I was, let me see, maybe in the second grade, 8 years old, and you know, my mother had a massive collection of vinyl that I could not touch. Couldn't touch it. So of course, every day when I come home from school, I would mess with it and I would play the records. I would read, you know, who produced what. And, you know, just at an early age, man, I just, you know, I loved music. And she had a lot of emotions. She had Cal Jader, of course, James Brown, and Earth, Wind and Fire, Barry White, you know, all of these groups, man. And I was just, you know, mesmerized, man, just with the sound, with the covers and everything. So, I mean, really, my mother really introduced me to vinyl.
Your mother's the legend at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Don't talk about you, but we're going to keep bringing her up. So you couldn't play it.
Couldn't play it.
Here go the hit question. I'm coming early with it, everybody.
Come on.
What was those records you was grabbing? Give me like 3 heaters. Like you heard it before. You wanted to hear it again. You wasn't supposed to touch it. What was it? Come on,
bro,
give me 1 or 2.
I just mentioned them. The Emotions.
Okay, I'm saying selections. The selection of the emotion. You remember? No.
Oh my God, man. I mean, so many. Damn, what's
Don't worry about it. We can get back to it. I get excited. So
yeah. Let me get my mind right. But
no, we get back to it. Trust me. So
the Emotions, though.
Right.
Barry White was another one.
Right.
Denise Williams, her whole album, Free. I mean, man, it was just so many, man. And then she had like a lot of jazz.
Okay.
She had some Cal Jader in there with the vibes, Roy Ayers, you know, man. And I used to just sit and listen to the music and just read, you know, the vinyl. And of course, before she came back home from work, I had to put everything back where it was, you know.
You ever got busted?
Never.
Oh, look at you. Good child.
Never.
I love your mama. Some people didn't care, would make a mess. Didn't care they got booked.
Hey, but you know what but look, you know, this was, well, yeah, that was before I started to get into DJing. But when I got into DJing, I had, you know, everybody had the Radio Shack realistic mixer, you know, and I had the $69 Master T know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And I saved my money up and I bought a Panasonic belt-driven pitch turntable.
One.
So I had one, but I took my mother's, you remember them big ass record players like this thick?
Yes, sir.
And I took hers, and you know, of course, you know, Mitch Mag, I didn't care as long as I could just play the music. But on hers, like she had the you know, when you shake it, like the shock vibration, like, so when you move it shook a lot. So I had it had the springs on. So I had to tape that down with tape so it wouldn't, you know, jump. Right. So I mean, that was my introduction to just getting started to DJing. And this was like when I was 12, 13.
Okay, your mother gets you with the vibe, you know, selections.
Yeah.
You understand the concept of equipment. Because we have a short time, I'm gonna move this a little faster.
Yeah. Cool.
You see somebody with 2 turntables, or did you how did you concept the whole process? You know, we're not Flash, we're not Herc, so we have an introduction to making a
Yeah.
set. What was your introduction to making a set?
Wow, my man.
We can get back to it. I got more
Yeah,
questions.
no. You know what, man? After watching Wild Style, after watching Wild Style,
What was the
I
scene on Wild Style? Anybody?
make Grandmaster Flash in the kitchen.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Okay, you're right. Because mine is
Man,
Kenny on B Street, but I understand. Yeah.
bruh, man, that blew my mind with the pop out and he spin around like, oh, I'm like, what? And then, of course, Grandmaster Flash and Furious 5. But, where I'm originally from Cleveland, Ohio, man. So back then, there was a radio station that played hip hop on the weekends, on Saturdays. So there was a show called the Club Style Show where they would bring local DJs up to rock. And I used to just listen to this like every Saturday, man, every Saturday. And it was local DJs, man, that would just go up there and rock. And like these guys introduced me to, a lot of music that I wouldn't have heard ordinarily, because they wasn't really playing hip hop like that. So
you're
these
in Cleveland, the radio
Cleveland, Ohio.
Ear. Was there anyone locally you can say let you on?
I'm gonna tell you, these guys right here are, for me, legendary DJs out of Cleveland, Ohio. DJ Cochise.
Yes, sir.
DJ Johnny O. He actually has Nerve DJs. You might know Johnny O. He's a legend in Cleveland. My man L Dog, my man DJ Centipede, Bud McFarlane. He was a big house DJ, back then. And like these guys really they really made me want to, do this, man. They really made me want to do this. So
you see these Cleveland DJs get down, you got radio, you got the ear from your mom.
Yeah.
You say, I'm going to do a set. Were you asked? Or is you imposed? You were with friends? Like, what was the intro of you having a set? Not a gig. Okay. Like, hey, I'm finna get on these and try to show off.
Man, I mean, it was by listening to the street DJs, man. By listening to them, hearing what they played. Of course, I would have to go downtown, take the bus downtown and get the vinyls. But I got my set from them, hearing what they were playing, and it was just so dope. And then, of course, you add your own touch to it. But man, I got all my music from them, and that's how I came up with my own set. And you start doing the house parties and the birthday parties, and in school in junior high, we had it was like a lunchtime mix, 30-minute workout. That's what they call it. And, I would.
When did your family, like blood, say, "Oh, he's serious"?
Not until college.
Okay.
Not until college. But I mean, man, I was just determined. I was just determined, man. It's already hard enough being from Cleveland, man. It's like there's no outlet there. Nobody comes there to see any acts or. It was just hard, man, and frustrating. But, I didn't let that, deter me. I did a lot of talent shows with groups. And I actually, you might know one of my MCs goes by the name of MC Bango. He was down with Rhyme Syndicate, Ice-T. He was one of my first MCs from Cleveland.
Syndicate, you bragging. Syndicate,
hey,
people.
Nah, man.
Between Bomb Squad and Syndicate, people don't understand. They made sort of the market. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
The whole sound. Before boom bap was boom bap, they knew what rock records was. They knew what. They knew how to with the DJ and with equipment, and that was big that you said that. That's a whole nother conversation when I asked you.
Hey, I still talk to Donald D to this day, man.
Big up, Donald D, legend. Wow.
Legend. B-boys.
So you're with your guys, y'all doing local neighborhood. You're following people you admire. Right now today, because I'm jumping ahead because I have questions. What are 5 DJs you would like to see live, dead or alive? Like you saw them live or you need to see them live?
Oh, shout out to my man Dave Nobles too. He's on here, man. He went to junior high school with me, man. That's a good brother right there. That's my man. He's tuned in. Man, 5 DJs.
No matter what people say in Herc's style, we wouldn't have a style if it wasn't for Herc bringing the merry-go-round from the Caribbean. And people, and no matter what, he's my first. So that's an example. Something that influenced you, something that you know that style, you had to work at it. When you saw it, you was like, oh, I like that.
I would say Mixmaster Ice.
Okay.
When I first seen UTFO and how he got down on the wheels of steel, I was like, oh man. So shout out to that brother, man. Also Grandmaster D. Grandmaster D was another one that put it down for the DJs. Of course, Jam Master J. Who else? I would say Rock Raider.
That's heat right there, baby.
Man, let me see. Aladdin.
That's the first time we heard that name on this show. And Ice.
And DJ Miz.
Who is Miz? That's very interesting.
Oh wow. Yeah, Miz, DJ Miz from Philly.
Oh, okay.
He was in the DMCs like 80, 87, 88.
He's a monster.
Monster, man. Monster.
That's a good 5, baby. I'm not gonna front. I'm sitting here like that 5 you hit right there. That's all-star 5 right there.
So I'm gonna ask you 2 questions before I ask about the music career.
Hey, is Sincere on here?
Yep, I see him up there on the thing.
Oh, he up there? Okay. All right.
Sometimes I don't know if he knows Zoom. Sometimes people have to figure out the program.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask 2 questions before I ask about your music career. So with being an artist and touring, what were your 2 largest venues that you DJ for? Like you were like, oh yeah, like you had to yeah.
Man, I would say in London. This was 1993 or 4. We were opening up for Cypress Hill. And when I tell you that we fucking tore that, I could curse on here, right?
Yeah. This is all
we tore that motherfucker the fuck down. We made Cypress Hill change their show because they weren't expecting us to rock like
Muggs
that.
with this, and Muggs being a perfectionist, of course he's gonna do that.
Yo, yeah, man, we really made.
And y'all had the hits at the time.
Man, listen,
Funky Kid
and Funky Child.
Funky Child,
hot, man.
And Chief Rocker, y'all. I'm sure compared to that, Perfect with a Cypher Hill show, but Muggs is a perfectionist, so yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, we perfectionists too, and even though they were out, they had a bigger following, or they were out before us, so that's why we were opening up. We were just, like
because they built with Muggs, they're part of Syndicate also, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yep. So yeah, that was one of the biggest shows, and one of the first shows that we ever did was just like damn, like 50, 60,000 out there, man. And people to this day still, like, when we go out there or to Europe, they be like, man, I was at that show, man. And it's like, wow. So
congratulations. That's
there. And I would say another big crowd was in South America, man, in Bogota. That was a huge, man. They was treating us like Michael Jackson out there, bro.
What was that again?
Yeah, it was just
you just froze
Bogota
up.
and Bogota, South America.
Okay.
Yeah, that was crazy. But I think like the best show that I can say that we've ever did. We did a lot of good shows, but this show just sticks out to me in my mind is when the first time we went to Paris, France in 1996. Yo, man, it was so crazy. We didn't even know people knew us in France. We did not even know, but the following out there for us was just incredible. Yo, T, when I tell you, wow. Incredible.
What?
Incredible. Incredible.
That
blew my mind, man.
Crowd was that big, that massive, huh?
So the next question is part of the next question is a two-part question. And then we're going to your, as I say, your music career and your production.
Yeah, okay.
Top 5 records you must have doing a DJ set, not the ones you were introduced with your mother. Top 5 records in any DJ set. But the second part of it, what's your L and W of your career with records? Some people, car get broke in, some houses get broke in, they get floods. Some people get inherited music. Some people buy storage and it's a storefront full of records. So what is your top L and W and 5 records that must be played in a set?
Okay, I'll give you the L first. I never had a problem with losing records or anybody stealing records, but I'm gonna go left with this one. Man, everybody that knows me knows that I record everything, like since the beginning. I had a video camera, and I had so much video of us before we were even Lords of the Underground. This was in college, like when we would rock the parties, and then I had video of us going to Marley's Mall, House of Heads with LL, Heavy D, and everybody there. Like I had all this shit on video. And one night when I was in Manhattan, I was at a broad's house and apartment. I come outside the next morning, shit broke into, stole my box of fucking tapes with all that classic shit on it. All that classic shit. I had Tupac when he came to my college. That's where we first met. Like I had like all of that, man. And that just hurt me, man. That hurt me so much that I had all of that footage. And, you know, to now not have that is like, wow. That fucked me up, man. But back to the records. Never had a problem with records or losing or anybody stealing. Not a problem with records.
The win.
Top 5. Huh?
What was your win? What was your biggest win? It looked like all them records behind you, or being a part of Lords. What was your biggest win with records?
You know what? You know what my biggest win is? Traveling. Traveling is my biggest win, man, because you know my mind is so very broad now, man. Just traveling, going to Italy, going digging in Italy, getting bangers from Italy, going to Sweden, you know, France, Africa. I mean, just everywhere, just music from everywhere, man. And like I tell people, I tell a lot of promoters, like, man, don't put me in a box of just playing hip hop music. I play every fucking thing. Like I'm a DJ. I'm a DJ. Like DJs where I'm from played all genres of music. it wasn't just one. You didn't just play hip hop all night. You mixed it up. So, I mean, man, it's just traveling for me, man, is my biggest win.
And your traveling mix up, and your traveling mixing it up and playing genres, top 5 records again. Like,
yeah,
you gotta have in there. Yeah.
Well, of course, Chief Rocker,
Of course.
LordJazz.
Banger.
I
Banger.
have to play those. Damn, man, it's so many, man.
Some people love Mike, some people love Prince.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. I mean, it depends on the crowd. I would say
Every Saturday night gotta have roller skate if it's by De La or the original.
Oh, yeah. I would say, I mean, my go-to that I feel like I can play every time and get a good response is Roger Troutman, More Bounce.
Yes, sir.
George Clinton, Atomic Dog.
Keep it coming, baby.
Man, there's so many, man. I'm gonna tell you, like where I'm from, we have certain songs that will just never go out of style. You could just play them anytime. And this might fuck you up, but this is one of those songs.
Oh, no doubt. The original. Fuck.
We can play, if you ever in Cleveland, play Trans Europe Express. They're gonna go nuts.
That's majority of the world. Classic.
Oh my God.
We step off of that.
Yo, being from Cleveland, you are absolutely right, bro. I'm in Cleveland right now, so I understand exactly what you're talking about. I understand exactly what you're talking about.
Yes, sir. So you know.
Trans Europe Express is one of those records you can go any direction. You can go hip hop, you can go dance, you can play rock. So that's a good one. That's a perfect example. It's like some people love Queen, and Queen got several joints.
I love some Queen. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That Kraftwerk record is so sonically correct. Like if you got some tweeters on that,
I
mean the bass
is numbers on there. Is numbers on that?
Yeah, is numbers on that one too? Is numbers on that one?
Nah, numbers is not on this album.
I only have the single for Numbers. I don't know what album Numbers is on.
Yeah.
So
this is a Trans Europe, Metal on Metal, Endless, Europe Endless, the Hall of Mirrors, Showroom Dummies. But man, Kraftwerk, being from Cleveland, man, we played a lot of Kraftwerk. We played Man Machine. I know you know Man Machine, right?
Yes, sir.
Where they got rocking it from.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So
like we would play that and mix it with Beastie Boys and Slow and Low and all that type of shit. Dave Nobles.
That's DJing. That's called DJing. That's what that's called. It ain't called playing a set that match. It's called making a selection and DJing. That's what that's called. So before you became start recording as an artist, what brought you into becoming an artist? Like you were DJing and then you met the group, or what's going on?
All right, well,
I don't know the origin. What's the origin
of
production?
I'm trying to beat.
What's your origin of getting with the group and your production? What's the origin of getting in the group and your production?
How did you and the group get together? How did y'all form? How did y'all meet?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so we all met at Shaw University in Raleigh, North Carolina. I was a radio communication major, and I went down there, man, and I just immediately started to DJ, for the school, and I was getting pretty popular, so I would do, other colleges around and clubs, and then I got a radio show. Like we had a campus radio show, and it was kind of crazy because the format of this radio station was gospel. That was the format. And then they changed it to jazz. And, being a communication major and radio TV, you had to, work at the station. So my first initial show on radio was a gospel show, man. I used to have to wake up at 4 a.m. and go open up the station and do my gospel show. So it's like, you know, I worked my way up, and then I started doing a jazz show. And then I talked to my program director, and I was like, you know, I love jazz and gospel is cool, but you know, my thing is hip hop, man, and you know, reggae and soul and house, and you know, and this was like unheard of, man. And he granted me my own show and was like, you know, do what you do, you can play what you want. So, and that's what I did, man. I went up there and I was, you know, breaking new music. You know, back then we used to get the promo copies of things, and you know, I would just break music on my radio show while I was mixing. I would, you know, bring up people. You know, I would bring Do It All up. Also, my man Joe Bananas from St. Aug, rest in peace. My man Jay Ski, I would bring up. You know, we would just have fun, man, on my radio show. So a good friend of mine by the name of Derek L.A. Jackson, you know, that's my ace right there, man. He's also a Kappa. And
yo.
He good brother, man. Good brother. You know, I taught him how to mix and DJ, and he was just, you know, just so grateful. He was like, yo, Jazz, when I graduate, man, I'm gonna look out for you. And I was like, you know, whatever, it's all good. So when I went back home to Cleveland that summer, I got a call, and it was my man LA. He was like, yo, I'm at Marley's house, the House of Hits. I'm managing him. He was like, when you go back to school, form a group and send me a demo tape. And I was like, bet, you know, say no more. That's what I'm gonna do. So when I went back to school, I hooked up with Do It All, and you know, Do would come and MC the parties that I was doing around the campus and stuff like that. And we just had a good rapport, man, and you know, we just used to rock. And you know, months later, people were telling me about this younger cat named Mr. Funky. And when I went to go meet Funky, I kid you not, when I knocked on the dorm room, I told him what I was doing. I'm starting a group and I need to make a demo tape and send it to Marley Marl. I heard him spit 8 bars, and I was just like, okay, yeah, you down. And so we went to my studio. All I had was turntables back then in a 4-track. And I took this record right here. You see that?
Back sheet. Oh yeah.
I took this record, Flavor of the Month, instrumental, and they wrote Psycho to that. And we put Psycho down, and we did like 4 other songs, and we sent the tape to Marley. And you know, like 10 days later, my man hit me back like, yo, we got the tape. Marley love that Psycho shit. He want to meet y'all. And I'm like, word. So I set up a show. We set up a show in Raleigh, and Marley came down to see us, man. He flew down to Raleigh, North Carolina to see us rip a club, and we tore that bitch down. And
you know the crazy part about what you're saying, it doesn't sound real. It's too clear. It's not muddy at all. That is a great example of having talent, moving forward, being diligent.
Yes.
Ambition. Man, hey,
yeah.
Congratulations. I don't know if I've ever heard a story that smooth. Especially with Marley. Let's say, I don't know him, but every story you hear with Marley is something else, right?
Yeah.
And he's like a very origin forefather of his sound. Marley is Marley's sound. Can't say no more.
Listen, man,
he overstepped Mr. Magic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I mean, Marley was, man, one of them dudes, man. It's like whenever you saw a Marley Marl production, like you had to buy 2 copies of whatever it was, you know, just to go to his house, man. As soon as we got to the House of Hits, LL was there, Heavy D, rest in peace. You know, we just immediately just started vibing, man, and it was just a dream come true, man. And you know, that's why I always tell like the younger generation, you know, everybody has talent. Like everybody has some kind of talent, but you can't be afraid to fail. You cannot be afraid to fail. You gotta, shoot for the stars, man. You gotta dream and go after that dream, and don't stop until you get that dream. No matter how old you are. No matter how old you are, man. My man's LL said dreams don't have an expiration date. And I really go by that. I really go by that, man. And I tell a lot of the younger generation, shoot for the stars, man. If you believe it, you can achieve it. Keep going. Don't let nothing stop you. If somebody tells you no, if somebody tells you no for something, you just take no.
What's up, man?
So someone's in the background having a whole family affair. We would like to mute yourself.
My bad, y'all.
No problem. With that being said, Jazz, this is Vinyl Vitals. I want to give you big ups. You make this like more simpler, but we know how we're trying to move it forward.
Yeah.
What is the future of not just LordJazz and his production, but your LordJazz the DJ and LordJazz part of the group Lords of the Underground? What is the expected future that we would want to look for, that you desire, and what's happening? Is there anything you would like to share?
Oh yeah, I mean, well, this is reality. You can expect a brand new Lords album. It's already done. We work with the Snow Goons out of Germany, Berlin, Germany, and just some dope hip hop cats, man. And we got like 10 solid joints that you're gonna be, happy to hear, from Lords. Also, I dropped my last project called Lord Trilla with my man True Trilla from the 050 Boys. I dropped that in 2019, actually. The whole COVID shit kind of messed, the tours and all that kind of stuff up. But, man, we just continuously, working and striving and trying to enhance this music that we all love. And also, I've been working with my daughter since she was 3 years old.
Salutations to the children.
Yeah, man, definitely. So, she's just always been with me, and her brain is like a sponge, and she just soaked everything up. She's a DJ, she's an MC, she's a singer, she's an actress. She plays like 4 or 5 different instruments. Right now, she's in South France shooting a new movie, and this is her second movie. And she's doing the soundtrack. She got like 2 songs on the soundtrack. So I'm very proud of her. Her name is DJ Glow. That's GLO. And her real name is Gloria Colston. So you can check her out, gloriacolston.com, and see what she's into. And I'm just so proud of her, man. T knows her.
You ain't listen. You being modest. Let me tell you.
I'm a modest dude, man.
You my people. I'm gonna go in on this one. Let me tell. First of all, I salute you.
T.
Hold up, Jazz. I salute you for being my friend over 30 plus years.
Yes, sir.
Easy. I want to salute you for that, because a lot of DJs ain't really clicking. We click from day one.
Yeah.
We clicked at a show. We met at a show.
Yep.
First time we met. And what happened was at this time is when we was, at that time we was using DAT tapes. Yeah. I didn't know if your machine was working or what have you. But my name was LordJazz. I said, I know who you are, because when you in that game, it's getting everybody respect. He's like, yo, can I use your DAT machine? Nigga, sure you can use my DAT machine. It ain't nothing. And from that moment on, we was brothers.
Yep. What year was that, T?
Listen.
But like
93, 94?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
92. And
when you come to Vinyl Vitals, this conversation is about fellowship. That's dead. DJs not getting together, because we're missing link at this point. I'm talking about definitely people who collect vinyl, play vinyl.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
With that being said, how have you ever did a set with your daughter, and when was your last set? And does she play vinyl?
You know what? She doesn't. Well, she can play vinyl, but she does a lot of, like, I teach her everything, man. Everything that I know, of course, I'm teaching her. So when I first, this is a pretty funny story though, because I showed her Serato, like she does the Serato, the vinyl on Serato. But I was like, okay, you got that down. So now we're gonna do vinyl. So she was like, she put the vinyl on and she was like, how do you know what song it is? Like, I don't see the waves and I'm like, you're not gonna see no waves. I'm like, this is what headphones are for. You know, you cue it up and you listen and blah, blah, blah. And she got it. Like she picks things up so fast, man. And it kind of blows my mind.
I love DJ Glow. Okay. DJ Glow is incredible. She's smart. She plays the keyboards, the bass, guitar. She DJ. She does the talk box. She does everything.
Oh yeah. Wait till you hear her album too, man. She's almost done with it.
That's an exclusive. DJ Glow got an album coming, and and the Lord's album is an exclusive. With that being said, besides you evolving your daughter, and I do Serato video. Obviously, I play 45s. I the gambit of the essence of the culture of vinyl. What do you use to elevate? Do you have a Discogs? Do you use Serato? I mean, Shazam? Do you different? There's so many apps. What keeps you evolved? Do you still go record shopping online at the store?
I go to the stores, bro. I'm old school. I still go to the stores. And dig. Every city I go to, I'm like, where's the record shop? So I'm still kind of authentic with it. I still do it the old school way. Not too much online. It's just always on hands with me, man. I like to touch it. I like to feel it. I like to listen to it when I'm there. It's just the whole trip when you go to a record store, man. Some people I guess really don't understand that or don't get it. Even when I'm with my group, man, doing funk, and we see a record shop, and they're like, oh man, because I'm there all day. You know how that go. And I'm like, man, y'all go back to the hotel, man. I'll see y'all later. And I'm just in my zone, man. And I mean, that's like heaven for me, man. Heaven for me. And it's all about finding that one little break, man, that it's so many records, man, that hasn't been sampled or chopped. Man, it's so much stuff.
That's not even on file. That's the thing. I having records. People think that they got everything.
Salute to my man K Def too, man, because this guy's he's a digger. And he has so many fucking breaks, man. Is crazy. And also rest in peace to Biz, man. Biz record collection was bananas. And I know T, you was there, man.
Yeah. It was serious there, but his celebration was very heartwarming and and everything like that. But it was a celebration. But I remember Biz picking me up and took me to his crib in Jersey, and he had like you said, the craziest record collection. Crazy. His game is just it's Pluto. It's out of this world, man. It's bananas, man.
Yeah, when he comes to Chicago, he's done both. And they just canceled the Brewery Fest I think he was scheduled for, so it's very heartbreaking. And like you want to say, salutations and condolences to his family and all his friends and the legends and stuff like this matters. Once again, we do this for fellowship. This is a conversation for us about us talking about what we went through. Because when we started, I didn't know nobody was talking about DJs. I was like, who? What? How do y'all not talk about DJs? I was confused. If it wasn't for us.
Listen, man, great point. And that's why I don't know if you saw the Drink Champs, man, but I had to like drill that in their mind, man. Like the DJs was first. Y'all wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the DJs.
They spoiled. They are spoiled.
And look, that's the reason why I did. LordJazz hit me one time, make it funky, because back in 92, 93, like the DJs were always in the back, never said anything, never, you know what? I'm just like, damn, I'm not
LordJazz. That's a
yeah.
top 5 up there with Eric B for president. That's a top 5.
Appreciate
Top
that,
5
man.
with the DJ tribute to himself for the album. Him getting that's a top 5, man. That was
I
you did the
appreciate that,
thing.
man.
Yeah,
Appreciate that, man. And I mean that was one of the reasons why, man, because DJs just weren't getting any love. And I'm, I don't claim to be a rapper, but I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do this verse. We're gonna lay these scratches down. I'm just gonna represent for the DJs because the DJs were always in the back. And that was the difference with me and other DJs is I created Lords of the Underground. There's 3 of us. We're all on contract. It's not 2 MCs and just a hired DJ. That's why I think it was a little different for me back in the day. I wasn't just a hired DJ. I was in the group. You know what I mean? So I wanted to just represent for the DJs, man. And thank you, man, for the support and the love and putting it in your top 5, man. That means a lot.
It's easy to play it. And some of those DJ tributes from the group, they were kind of sloppy. They were very that's my opinion, not the truth.
Yeah.
They were sloppy, bro. That like some people don't understand. Like it was a good concept after it was introduced, but I think some people did it as a gimmick to follow other people's record format. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Because you say we only have you for a short time, what we also do usually later and after, people show off, right, Master T, which I'm still kind of hating on. People show off their record collection and some of the things that they cherish, and you already showed us Craft Works. I don't even have a copy of that album. I don't have a copy.
Are you serious?
I don't. Yeah, I'm a 12. I love 12 inches because you do over 12 inches. So I haven't ran across it, and I'm not a person who be frantic to spend $100 for a record.
Yeah.
I want to talk about Master T though.
So look, real quick, I'm gonna just go through some joints that mean something to me. I told y'all about the Black Sheep. This is what got us the deal. Lords of the Underground. We did.
Is that the actual record itself? That particular record, not just that it's Black Sheep, but that particular 12 inch in itself.
This is the record.
Wow.
Can you? This is what my name was in college. Can you see that?
No, my
with the Notion Avenue remix.
I can't get it on full screen on my computer, but I see something.
My DJ name before LordJazz was Jazzy A.
That was another question I didn't ask. How did you get the name LordJazz, and what was your early name? So explain Jazzy A real fast as you show.
Jazzy A. I actually, when I bought the record, It's Yours with Tila Rock and Jazzy J. I love that fucking record so much. I'm like, damn, Jazzy J. And I was like, damn, I'm gonna be Jazzy A. My name is Anthony. So that's how I came up with that. so the Black Sheep instrumental, we did Psycho. That's what got us the deal. And then I'm proud of this record because it was our very first record.
Oh man.
That's Psycho. Beautiful. And of course, the Here Come the Lords, LordJazz hit me one time.
Yeah, it's crazy. Oh.
And another reason why I think we were like one of the first groups to do a double video. We did Here Come the Lords, and then it switched into LordJazz hit me one time, make it funky, if y'all can remember that.
Yeah, that sequel of videos with y'all work earlier, that was nice.
Yeah. This record right here is the first record I ever bought. Can you see that?
I can't get the full screen. I don't know what happened to my thing.
Plus it look white label.
Y'all gotta put him on the speaker view.
It's all good. It's Art of Noise, Beatbox. That was my first.
Ooh.
I got the 45, son.
Got the 45. Look, somebody bit it.
But that was Bruno.
There. You stupid. So this is the first record I ever bought, man.
That's okay.
Wow. That's crazy though.
1983.
Still got it though. That's
Still
crazy.
got it though.
1983, bro.
Forget the crack in it. Forget the missing part. You still got it.
Right.
Got it. I got it. So that means a lot to me, man. Also, of course,
I got me a copy.
the album. That man, with this man, we felt so good with this, man. And while doing this, man, we did all this shit just pure fun, acting stupid.
And that was a clever artwork. It was very clever.
All right.
Using
We had no
joints.
we had no idea it was gonna blow up. You know.
Lords of the Underground, my favorite.
All right, appreciate that.
They come to Lords.
Yeah.
This album gonna fuck y'all up. Y'all probably don't even know this. This guy.
That's Frat Bro, MC Chill. You know I know.
You know him. Listen, bro. He was signed to Fever Records.
Wow.
And my uncle Jimmy Stevens was a promoter in
I
Cleveland.
didn't know that was your uncle.
That's my uncle, man.
I
Jimmy.
didn't know that.
Yeah, man. Rest in
Oh,
peace.
Rest in peace. Yeah.
Yeah, my uncle Jimmy, man. Yeah, got him his first deal. And Jimmy was another one that inspired me to be a DJ, man, because he was on the radio and he did city promotions but MC Chill, man, this was another special record. He was the first guy from Cleveland to get a major record deal. Before Bone Thugs and Harmony and Kid Cudi and all these guys, MC Brains, it was this guy. People don't know him, but this guy, and he's still doing shit, and he's genuine.
Yes,
Love
he
that
is.
dude.
I would love to see what that is on Discogs. I'm telling you, it's weird. A record like that on Amazon or Discogs would be like $300-400 to $1,000 because it's so exclusive. Especially now that you said it, the price finna go up, and now it's public.
All right. Yeah, man. Yep. MC Chill.
MC Chill.
Now, where was MC Chill from? Where was he from?
From Cleveland.
What part?
Lee and Harvard.
Lynn Harvard. What part are you from? That's what I wanted to ask you, man.
I grew up 109th in St. Clair.
Okay, so you
And
were
then-
about 105.
Yeah, exactly. Old Giant Tiger and all that shit.
Oh, okay. Shit.
Where you from?
Down the way, Longwood.
Okay.
Yeah, I grew up down there. Then I moved up towards Lakeshore Way. That's why I was looking up some of your information before the show started. So I just want to come in here naked and shit. And I saw that you was from here. I'm like, man, okay, it's like talking with the Cleveland nigga real quick one time.
Hey, but let me tell you something, man. A lot of people don't even know I'm fucking from Cleveland, and that baffles me to this day because
You said it on the album, don't you? Don't you
I
say that?
always rep Cleveland, and people. And Do It All even says it in the rhyme. I bet you not believing that he comes from Cleveland, but people just automatically think I'm from New Jersey.
That's because I think it's because, like, for real, like you said earlier, it really ain't like no big music scene here, and ain't nobody really known from here for like doing it besides like MGK. I mean, you got Preem, he coming up out of here. I actually got a couple artists that I've been listening to that's pretty dope from out here, but like, yeah, the scene ain't too big, and people don't. Like, you would say you from Cleveland, they think you playing or something. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't get it, but, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, man, but let me just tell you what hip hop has done for me. Coming out of Cleveland, like, who would ever think I would travel the fucking world, because it's already hard enough to fucking get out of Cleveland. But you have to get out of Cleveland to succeed, man. It's crazy, totally but agree. You have to get out of there. It's like the fish syndrome, man. When you got a fish and they're in a little bowl, they can't grow.
And
you put them in a bigger tank, motherfuckers get big.
And you have to. I don't mean to cut you off. Like, here has a very major problem, a networking problem. It's a networking problem here, man. Like if somebody do actually get 10 steps ahead, you get what I'm saying? Of course he got people pulling him back, but it's like he don't even want to turn around and look to be like, all right, man, look, I see you have a service that I ain't got to offer. Let me use some of your shit, you know what I mean? And my shit going. It doesn't happen like that here. You get what I'm saying? The unity, it's not like that here. So I totally agree with you with everything that you said, man. Like big ups to you too, man. Cause coming from here, knowing where you come from, I completely understand you. I understand you.
I appreciate that. But like I said, like hip hop, man, like really changed my life, man. Like I don't know what the fuck I would be doing if it wasn't for hip hop. Hip hop has, man, taken me around the world. Hip hop has introduced me to my wife, man, in Paris, France. Hip hop has allowed me to have 2 beautiful children that were born in Paris, France. And sometimes I used to just go and sit in front of the Eiffel Tower and just look at that shit like, man, I lived in Paris for 11 years.
I had to be experienced.
I lived in Paris for 11 years, bro. And the reason I went out there, it wasn't even on no music shit. I love traveling and just being spontaneous. I went over there. This female flew me out there. So I get out there. People started recognizing me from that show that I was talking about earlier that we did in 1996. So they recognize, I'm walking down the street, they recognizing me and shit. I'm like, oh shit, this shit cool. So just, you know, me being me, I'm making connections, you know, being cool with people. So I ended up doing radio. I had a radio show out that motherfucker, the #1 radio show, playing American hip hop. You know, just man, I revamped my whole Lords of the Underground stamp. Like I told Doing Funk, like, man, I'm about to take this shit over. So I would bring them out like every couple of months, man, and we would just tour Europe and Africa every year from 2000 to damn near 2019, right before the COVID shit. Wow. We've been touring Europe because I went over there and put the low tug flag in that bitch.
And I think they got a bigger appreciation for music over there, especially.
Oh yeah, they do, man. They do. They love it more than you could ever know, man. That's why, you know, man, if y'all got passports, please get over to Europe, man, just to see that shit, just to see the vibe.
I heard Paris still has like a very thug hood.
Oh yeah. Oh bro. Listen. Yeah, they wild. They some wild boys out there, man. I'll never forget. My man Ja Rule came out there to perform, and bruh, he came out there. The first joint he did, he came out holla holla. I'm like, damn, this nigga doing the big joints first. He came out holla holla, and then another dope hot joint he had. Then another one. I'm like, yo, he better slow that shit down, cause like when you go to Europe, I don't know if there's any artists on here, but if you're an artist and you have a show in Europe, you have to extend your show. True. You can't go. Facts. You cannot go over there with a 20-minute show, man. You cannot do it. They will throw bottles at your ass. Yeah,
hours.
Yeah,
Switzerland, 2 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours. Yeah, 145. Yeah, you gotta rock. So
I had to keep the crowd rock with this.
Yeah, man. So Ja Rule, this nigga was speeding. He was doing hit. 25 minutes. That nigga was like, peace. I love you, Paris. That nigga, he walked off the stage. I was like, oh shit. And I was with some thug. It's a French, a hardcore French hip hop group called NTM, and they're like who can I say here? Like NWA, like they were huge. So I was with them, and they was like, Jazz, he not finished, is he? I'm like, yo, he's almost at the airport by now. So the crowd was still there. You know, they wait for him to come back out. I'm like, yo, let's go, because he's gone, man. He's damn near back to America and shit. So they like, nah, 20 minutes. I'm like, yeah. So man, they tore that fucking place up. They tore that fucking place up. I was like, next time Ja Rule come out there, he'll have to bring Jennifer Lopez with him because he can't come back. But it gets wild out there though. It gets wild. Really gets wild. But I mean, I love hip hop so much. I'm just a diehard lover of DJing. And also I have a DJ camp also, man, for the youth here in South Florida that I do. First Element DJ camp, just teaching the kids about, DJing, man. I'm teaching them about vinyl, teaching them about Serato and the controller. So, I just want to have a nice crew of young DJs coming up, man. And I mean, females and males. I'm tired of, the female DJs, when they have to DJ, they have to show their titties and ass and shit. It's like, come on, man. I mean, it's got to be more than just that, man. You have to have some skills. You have to be a people's person. And this is what I have to tell a lot of people a lot of times, man. It's not just about your talent. You could be the dopest motherfucker in the world, but if you have a shitty attitude, ain't nobody gonna want to fuck with you. You're gonna be in the house. So
reach.
You know what I mean?
So, LordJazz, before you leave us, everyone, I want to thank you all for coming to Vital Vitals every Thursday, 8 till 10 here on Smoke City Radio. It's all about the fellowship and the origin of our guests and their vinyl history, collecting, town hall. Before he leaves us, if you have questions, salute, ask him. And I want to thank you all for coming, and we will continue to show. Anybody got questions for him? That go AD.
Hey, I appreciate you doing this too, man. I appreciate you doing this, man. It's dope. I love it. Master T, thank you, bro.
Yo, before we go anywhere, I want this recorded. I want to tell you straight down now. I love you, King. All right, I want this on camera. I love you. I loved you. You my dude. I salute you in everything you do. I have nothing but respect for your family. Your beautiful wife, your two beautiful children. I always brag about your children, especially DJ Glow. Can't take nothing away from your son because your son is talented in his own right.
He's going to be in the Olympics.
But listen, DJ Glow, she inspires me, dog. When sometimes I sit in my studio and don't do nothing, but I pull up a DJ Glow video and I just watch her work, son. I'm in awe.
Wow.
I'm in awe. I mean that sincerely, like wow, like
that's dope, bro.
I want to say this. It's like the daughter I never had, pimp.
Wow.
That's the daughter I never had.
Wow, that's huge, bro.
And I like to share that with you. Like I said, I call her my daughter, but I know she's your daughter. But at the end of the day, son, I respect.
Hey, we brothers,
her. Bro. She's incredible, B. Like I be sitting there like, yo, how she do that shit so fast? Anybody watching this show right now, y'all got to go to DJ Glow's page. Watch her. Her whole IG is phenomenal.
Yes, sir. True.
But once again, Jazz, getting back to you, son, I appreciate our long friendship. I appreciate you being my brother.
Yeah.
We know each other. We never skipped we lost contact for a second, but when we got back, we was right on point. Like we never skipped a beat.
Never skipped a beat, bro.
And I salute you and your group. You do Funky, y'all incredible. And I if I'm not mistaken, y'all might have went gold before we went gold. All right, but at the end of the day, like I said, I salute you, sir.
LordJazz, what's your social media for people to follow? I don't think you shared that with us.
No, I didn't. It's LordJazz, LOTUG. And if you don't know what LOTUG stands for, it stands for Lords of the Underground. So it's LordJazz, LOTUG. Follow me. Go to the website. It's djlordjazz.com. And yeah, man, continue to support, man. I support all DJs, all B-boys, all MCs, who still doing it, man, and have the heart to keep this thing that we call hip-hop alive. And y'all saw that lock shit, right? You see how important the DJ is, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You see how important that DJ is, right? Yeah, man.
Jazz, my man. That's my man right there since day one. We talking junior high school shit.
Yes.
That's my dude. Hey, you already know what it is. but my little man want to say what's up to you.
What up, Dave Jr.? What up, bro?
What up, DJ?
What up, Sincere? My man's too. Hey, we out here in Marcus, man. Hey, we on vacation, so I wanted to tune in, man, to see my dude. But hey, good
My
shit,
man.
and we'll holler soon.
All right, bro. Appreciate
Salute,
you,
bro.
man.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
you. All right, Dave Jr.
This is every Thursday. Everybody's welcome to see a DJ every Thursday. We interview them about their lifestyle. Here on Smoke City is Vinyl Vitals.
Shouts out Frankie Massey. What's happening, Frankie Massey?
Yo, Jazz, what up? What's up, bro?
How you doing?
I'm good, bro. You?
All right, everything good, man. Thanks for doing the interview with them.
No problem, man. No problem.
Yo, tell them you know who that is, right, Jazz?
Nah, who? I can't see.
Yo, that's DJ AD from Queen Latifah, baby.
Oh shit!
Oh,
think the man. Wow. What up, bro?
You know how he cut that shit up? You know how he said, "Look at the Queen Latifah."
What's up, bro? Wow.
Yo, Jazz, what up? Everything good? Yo, Jazz, what up?
I'm good, man. I'm blessed. I can't complain, man.
All right.
I hear you.
I'm gonna get your math from T and everything, so we can keep in touch and everything. I know a long time and shit. We haven't seen each other and everything. I remember them days.
Word,
you know what I
man.
mean?
Where you at now?
I'm in Cali.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm in Cali. So I'm saying, when you out there, hit me up. You know, I know. Don't let the great fool you. I'm still, I got kids, I got teenagers. You know how that goes.
Damn.
You know?
Yeah, I wish I would have known you was out there, man. We were out there. We had a private Puma event, Lords, and Redman too actually was with us. This was like 2018, 19 maybe. Yeah, we was out there, man. Yeah, damn, I wish I would have known. Damn.
I'm gonna get your number. Get my number. We keep in contact.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And once again, thanks for doing this vinyl thing, man. This is so important to the DJs and everything. You know what I mean? Spreading the word of the vinyl and everything, making it look good and everything.
Yes,
Master
sir.
Lab in the building. You know what I mean? So you know how that go.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you doing and everything. Salute to my brother. You know
man, no problem.
And T is right about your daughter, man. She is the bomb, son. I tell everybody about your daughter, yo. One of the fierce DJs, like as far as the youngins coming up, she gonna be real good. I always tell people to go to her page and check out and everything, son.
I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that,
doubt.
man.
No doubt.
All right. That's what's up, man. So yeah, I'm gonna get all your math, man. So we keep in contact.
No doubt. I'm gonna get it from T. You know what I mean?
Okay, cool. All right,
Vinyl,
cool.
Vinyl Vitals show through Vinyl Vitals through Smoke City Radio started as a conglomerate. So we got together 3 years ago, played. When the pandemic happened, Thanksgiving, we did a 24-hour marathon vinyl only. Anybody interested, we got a schedule coming up for the 28th of August. So every month we do 1 day, all vinyl from midnight to midnight. You get in. If you don't have vinyl, you find a friend, and then y'all get on his turntables. and we got people who are developing their skills, and we got masters who come. But the point is fellowship, so people won't think they're alone in this game.
Yes,
you know.
sir.
Oh, here's the big question, and probably my last question. Has your vinyl ever interrupted with your lifestyle? Some people have fights with girlfriends. They can't get, the house is too small for the records. You know, has vinyl ever been a second?
You know that has happened.
No, Master T was talking tough. Well, Master T was talking real tough.
I think every DJ has had that problem. You know, I mean, my wife, even like I have records in my house here. I have records still in Paris, France, in the office. I have records in my mother's basement in Cleveland. I got records everywhere. And I must admit, I mean, it is a lot, and they do take up a lot of room, man. And I can't get rid of them, man. I just can't.
Talking to the choir. This is one of the places you talking to the choir.
On everything.
You know, I just can't, man. I hate the fact that they so big and they take up so much space, but it's like they just look dope, man. I love it.
I ought to pull it out like you did with that Kraftwerks.
Yeah.
Smack
I
somebody.
wanted to show you this. This was a special record to me. This was the first remix I did when I lived in Paris. It was a joint called Morenas. This guy's from the West Indies, from Martinique. Yeah, it did pretty good out there too. So,
what was your first equipment you started making? Was it just a 4-track that you started making music with?
SP 1200.
All day.
Right.
SP 1200. Tino. I
Some
still
people
got that
take
boy.
mix their whole career in the beginning. Take pause. Pause mix their whole career.
So you say you still got one?
Huh?
So you still got one of them joints?
Yeah, of course.
Word.
What other equipment do you make music on?
I got the MPC 2000 XL, but I don't really use that too much anymore. I'm a Ableton fan. I love Ableton. Live, man, that's my shit. What else are you? Logic Pro, and yeah, that's it, man.
Anyone here using Serato Studio, their new program and format? I don't know anybody using and making music with that.
I have that, but I haven't fucked with it yet.
Yeah. Nobody's. I haven't heard anybody bragging about that at all.
Yeah,
man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
What was the last, not besides the Lords, artist you endorse or produce for?
My daughter. DJ Glow. Yeah, that was or my man True Triller from Newark, New Jersey. We did an album together. It's called Lord Triller. It's on iTunes and Bandcamp and my website. 10 solid joints. Like, man, these guys, old 50 boys from Newark, sincere knows, like, the work ethic these guys have, man, is incredible. They're like the
Newark version of Griselda, bro. They
Yeah,
put
man.
shit out every week.
Yeah, they work, man, and I just love that work ethic. I mean, I told True, man, I know this crazy, but I was like, man, your work ethic reminds me of Tupac. And like Pac was just constantly writing. Like this dude he just loved writing and doing music, bruh. He just wouldn't stop. He was a fanatic. And his work ethic was just bananas. It was like unbelievable, man, how many songs this dude could write in one day. You know, it's like, man, you know, different MCs have different ways of different styles of writing. Some writers can write quick, and some writers it takes them a minute. Like Mr. Funky, it takes him a minute to write his rhyme. You know, unless it's something have to be real fast, he can get it done. But he's like a machine, man. He takes his time, and I mean, you can hear it in his lyrics. You know, you can hear it in his lyrics. You know, everybody in my crew is blessed. Everybody's doing good. You know, dudes on the campaign run for Newark, New Jersey, councilman.
Wow. Exclusive.
Mr. Funky.
Didn't know.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Mr. Funky's still doing his thing. He's actually working on his second solo project.
What's his first one? I'm not familiar. What was his first project?
His first one, man. Damn, I'm embarrassed there because
we come back to it.
It's a crazy name. I can never remember, man. It's some crazy. Look it up. Mr. Funky is on iTunes.
For sure. When you play now, what mixer is your mixer of interest? Obviously, you like 12s, or are you using anything else besides 12s?
No, 1210s, man. Mixer, I'm still on the S9, man. I'm still on the S9. You know what? I haven't fucked with the S11 yet, but it's just something about, like on my Serato, I have my waveform horizontally. I like it horizontal. I don't like the vertical shit. Right. So that just throws me off on that S11 with the going vertical. That's just me. I like the waves going vertically. So that's why I still fuck with that.
On the S11, you can turn that off. You don't have to look at that.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't look at it anyway. And you know what? I'm gonna just say this, and then I gotta get out of here. I hate when DJs are on Serato and they're like this the whole night. Just looking at the computer. I'm like, nigga. I'm like, yo. like I when I was teaching my daughter, you know, how to, when she started doing her thing, when I was teaching her, I'm like, I used to close the computer. I'm like, do not look at the computer. You look at the markers on the wax. So, you know, so some DJs, they just can't. I hate that, man. That's just I hate that. It's like, man, you don't have no interaction with the crowd. You just looking at your computer all night. Like, come on, man. You know, people want to have fucking fun. You know, you gotta talk. You gotta look at people, man.
Serato introduced too many instant players, not DJs.
Oh man, yeah.
Gotta read that room.
This is Vinyl Vitals. We would like to thank today's guest, August 5th, 2001, on Vinyl Vitals as our special guest, the legend LordJazz.
I forgot to show y'all the first BET award.
Word.
What year was that?
Okay.
90.
What year?
Man, I want to say 94. 94. Maybe
right.
94, 95.
Yo, Jazz, you got a plaque in that room or two?
Nah, not in here. I ain't got nothing.
You know, I already bragged about 3 spots where it's records. Now you want them to show you instigating, Master T. You an instigator, bro.
I can't do it like T, man. T got the super duper Sunset Park, the Tupac joint, the Prince joint. Like,
be wild.
Whoa. Hey, T shit is set up crazy, bro. I love your studio, T.
I can't wait for you to get here. Like when you come, you and your daughter come, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring glow.
Glow.
Yeah.
Can't wait, man. We're gonna have a good old time. And if anything, I'm trying to get you to spend the night.
Yeah, man. Hey, so he's out of Chicago, right?
Yeah, it's the Cypher, Vinyl Cypher started in Chicago, mostly in the Midwest. We would go to Kansas City and St. Louis. And during the pandemic, I just started calling brethrens I knew had collections, having a discussion, asking them to be a part of the marathon. And we started talking, and here we go. We got LordJazz, and then we got
Dope, man.
We got AD, we got Tango, we got Fonz. We get so many grand people who have not just played and helped build the industry with the culture that it would be no business without us. It would be no worldly, universal, trillion-dollar business without you and even the small guys, even your daughter. Like, they're keeping the market going.
Yes.
You're talking about content. We are the content.
Yes.
Like that's the thing. We are the content.
Yes, man. Hey, please, if you haven't seen the Lords of the Underground Drink Champs, man, please go on YouTube and check that out. Also, can I check this out? Can I check this show out?
It'll be in repeat on the radio show. We haven't put it up on YouTube, and it can be sent to you. Well, I haven't sent T his yet. I'm
Luxury got it running right now on Gmftv, Grown Manish Podcast.
Yeah, I got that running on Gmftv, YouTube, Facebook.
Okay, cool.
We're
gonna make sure you right, Jazz. We're gonna make sure you right, baby.
Hey, so everybody, you know, add me on the IG so I could, you know, friend y'all back, and so we can keep communication.
Share it one more time.
It's Lord LordJazz LOTUG.
This was exclusive from Vinyl Vitals. If you didn't get in this conversation on Zoom and helped us have great conversation with LordJazz, you missed out, but you definitely heard it on Grown Manish Podcast and Smoke City Radio. Big ups. We got Texas in the house. We got California in the house. We're here.
We're in Chicago, though.
Cleveland in the building.
Yeah.
New York, Long Island, Strong Island.
We in Texas, but we represent the Chi all day. You know
that.
So this is a great interview because it's very not regional. It's international, and with Smoke City and Grown Manish, we're making it global. And I want to thank you for being here, and everybody, AD to Master T to Fonz and Tago and people who helped build this. It's nonstop. Invite somebody in, come back every Thursday, see who's here, see who's helped grow the industry, who's booked you before, who might want to be up under you. You're more than welcome, and we thank you for your fellowship here on Vinyl Vitals.
Oh, before I forget, also follow me on Twitch, DJ.
Oh, show off.
I do a show every Friday called the Friday Night Mix Show with my man Sincere. I don't know if he's still on here, but I took off for the summer, man, because of the DJ camp that I'm doing. But you know, hopefully we will be getting started back, you know, so September, October, something like that. But every Friday from 6 to 7, man, we got you covered with that boom bap.
Can we get you once a month on the Smoke City schedule?
If you need merch, hit my man Sincere up at _sincere_73. He has the Lord.
Sincere, are you on Instagram? We'll talk to Sincere once you leave. Sincere, we're gonna talk to you and get more information. So, but LordJazz, before you leave, when you all start that Twitch up, let's put you in our 24-hour scheduling for Smoke City Radio, because we all get it in. Even though you use Serato, only Vinyl Vitals is part Vinyl Cypher, but it's about DJ life on Smoke City Radio. And if we can add y'all to this lineup, that'll be a global. Besides Twitch, it's still people, you know, driving, they can't watch.
Yeah.
Love to have you. So thank you for coming. And man, I'm excited that we growing. Fellowship.
Yeah, man, appreciate it. I'm gonna tell other DJs too about y'all, man, too.
It's the same link to the Zoom every week. Same conversation they can listen to on radio. Same way to look at it on Grown Manish Podcast. Every week, every Thursday, 8 till 10. I'm increasing. I do the reprise, the opening show with a 45 set that's growing. I'm bandwagon on 45s. They got me really excited and energized. I ain't gonna lie, I'm bandwagon like a mug, but I
gotta get my 45 collection up, man.
Ooh, this hit my pockets, boy. Oof, this hurt. But we know that there's different formats. And we want to thank you, and you shared your origin and originality. Big ups to, once again, legendary LordJazz from Lords of the Underground.
Salute.
I appreciate y'all, man.
Big up, Jazz.
Peace, brother.
That's what's happening, brother.
Everybody be safe, man.
Appreciate you, man. You be safe, bro.
Yep.
So go Grown Manish and Smoke City Craze. Before I ask Sincere some questions, y'all want to put some ads out of conversations that was in the podcast, because Luxury, they always talking smoke, what they was saying.
Oh no, they weren't talking smoke. People, like I say, man, the last couple episodes, like when they had T on, when they had this brother on that they just had on LordJazz, like they was just soaking it in, man. Pretty much, man. They was asking constructive questions. Today it was just people checking in, man. That's all.
Good. Anybody else? Any questions before I talk to Sincere? Sincere, are you available to chat with us for a moment?
Yeah, I'm here, fam.
Okay. So I understand you and LordJazz have some business and partnerships together. Do you want to expand on, so we are knowledgeable of the information of the Twitch, the merch, and other projects y'all share together?
Yeah. So we like he said, we do, you know, I co-host. I'm his co-host on the Friday Night Mix Show. We're on hiatus right now as he's doing his